I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also, too, I want to get myself together, though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together. Like, not retire, but take a break. It's not even though it's a waste. Till y'all prove yourself to, you feel me? That's what, to me. It's like, I don't know. I would say I love the game. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like I've been on my...
Devin Davis announced his impending retirement following the Lamont Roach bout. He stressed maintaining his composure and giving exceptional performances. But he acknowledged that he wanted to take some time off and concentrate on himself rather than retiring right away. Davis stated unequivocally that he is considering retiring from boxing.
Feel about you, where you are at right now in your career, pound for pound?
I mean, I can't really say. I just gotta, you know, I'm the type of guy that, you know, I really don't really like pay attention to that because I'm still in the mix. So I just gotta keep my head grounded, you know, stay grounded and just. My whole goal was always to go out there and put on a great performance, like every night, you know. So I can't really say right now because I'm still in the mix. I said, like I said, but hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll be one of them top great fighters. For sure.
How soon is it going to be before you're done? Because on several occasions, it's almost like you're alluding to, you only have but so many fights left. You're looking to walk away from the game. How close are you to that, being undefeated and unblemished with some big fights out there for you to get?
It's close for sure. It just I don't know. It's a little draining. I just want to step back for a little bit and just focus on me personally. You know, I feel like I've been doing this for some time now, and I just want to give myself a break and focus on just me as a human being, me as a father, me as a son, and things like that. And then
Tank. Davis has made it clear that he still loves boxing in his remarks on retirement. He said he just wants to take a vacation and isn't really retiring. This follows a time of fierce rivalry and never-ending training camps. While some suggest that he is losing interest in the sport, Davis acknowledges the physical and mental toll boxing takes on a boxer and feels that taking a break would help him recharge. Ank maintains that his enthusiasm is still strong and that he only needs some time to gather his thoughts before acting.
Yeah, like Jay-Z said can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. That is a good way, but
I see you retiring. I see you retiring, but I got you coming back though. Cause the game too big, and you know what I mean?
Too, cause it is like I don't know. I would say I love the game and shit like that, cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like I've been on my shit lately. You know what I mean? These last couple weeks. You know what I mean? In training camp, and just actually been in a good space. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I would retire for a long time, but take a little break. You know what I mean? I want to go back to school and things like that. Just build myself.
What you going to study?
Business man.
Any sponsorships you looking to get?
Need a mattress.
Yeah, man.
Davis has a number of possible opponents after his bout with Lamont Roach, but the one that fans are most interested in seeing is against boxing great Shakur Stevenson. In his contribution to the conversation, Roy Jones Jr. reminded everyone that Shakur needs to understand that Tank is a different sort of fighter. Stress that even though Stevenson is very talented and technically proficient, his distinct strength and explosiveness make him stand out. Many people think that a battle between these two would be among the most anticipated in recent years, but it's still unclear if that would ever happen.
But the big one they keep on talking about is against Shakur Stevenson, maybe and possibly Devin Haney. How would you think those two fights will go for Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson?
The only fight I want to see right now would be Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson.
Why is that?
Because Shakur's still on the winning streak, and so is Gervonta. We don't want to see you fight a guy who lost already. Well, I mean, not that he lost, but we don't want to see you fight a guy we saw suffer whatever he suffered. We want to see you fight a guy that we know is at a peak. Devin Haney now trying to refine himself. I don't want to see that fight. I want to see somebody that know where they at. Shakur know where he at. Once Devin finds himself, then we'll see that fight too. But right now, Shakur know where he at. Devin ain't sure right now.
People keep on saying that Shakur, his IQ in boxing, he's very tactical. His background could give problems to Tank Davis. Do you think that would be the key factor for Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Davis?
Shakur Stevenson gonna be a problem for anybody because of that back foot game. He has an awesome back foot game. And when you got a good back foot game like that, and you understand boxing like he understands it, he gonna make it rough for anybody. But Tank is a different animal too. So it's a great fight. That's why everybody want to see it. We can't just look at it and say, oh, he gonna win, oh, he gonna win. No, we already know that Shakur gonna stay back. Tank gonna gamble some to get what he wants, and that's gonna make it big.
Think Gervonta Davis can knock him out?
Maybe.
The notion that Davis is truly contemplating retirement has been rejected by promoter Eddie Hearn. He thinks Tank is too famous to go at this point, especially without taking on Shakur Stevenson. Hearn thinks that a fight between Davis and Stevenson is among the most significant boxing matches that may occur. He contends now that if Tank retires without facing one of the top players in his division, his career would seem lacking. Hearn is adamant that the greatest battles are still to come, and that Davis's alleged retirement talk is really a passing phase.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. Sometimes the hunt,
fed up with, yeah,
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing. Two unbelievable fights.
In response to Davis's retirement remarks, Shakur Stevenson stated that he could see Tank's desire to retire. Stevenson reiterated a recent view expressed by many fighters. Boxing has evolved. According to him, the sport used to be enjoyable, but has now become too politicized. Stevenson believes that it is difficult for boxers like himself and Davis to really appreciate the sport, since commercial and promotional problems frequently keep the finest matches from taking place. Even though he still wants to battle Tank in the ring, his comments imply that he understands his mentality.
He's going to retire. Do you understand where Tank's coming from with his comments on that? Because you're someone that lives kind of the same lifestyle as Tank, you're under the same pressure. Do you see why he would maybe want to retire?
Oh yeah, I get it. I understand that. It's a lame ass game, dog. Like, I think boxing has turned very lame. So there's a lot of politics. It ain't about what you know. It ain't about how good you is as a boxer. Sometimes it's like who you know. So. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand. That's on him.
Can you kind of go into more detail on that? Why do you feel like you feel a bit disillusioned with boxing at the moment?
I just feel like it ain't the same. Like back in the day, it was kind of like more fun, just because it was more. It was more competitive. It was more competitive. A lot of people. Now it's like a lot of lame shit. It's a lot of clout. Like how you just said, what's the guy name?
Tito Mercado.
He make niggas like him make the shit lame, because it's like, bro, you talking about fighting me, but you at 140, bro. You just calling my name out to get views. If a contract come across your desk, will you even fight me, bro? You never know these dudes. So I just think it's a lame game.
Has that changed your mindset? Because obviously you came up as an esteemed amateur. You probably want to unify divisions, become undisputed. Has that kind of changed your mindset a bit and flipped the coin to just say this is all about business now?
Yeah.
Davis has joined the discussion, claiming to be Jant Davis's most deserving opponent. He stated unequivocally that he does not seek bouts only to add names to his CV, but rather that he fights people, takes their names, and battles the greatest in the division. Keen's self-confidence indicates that he believes he poses a significant danger to Tank and aspires to be the next big fight.
Lamont Roach, he's a good opponent, but he's not great for a Tank. simply off the fact that because he's at 130 and he's been at 130 his entire career. Gervonta, I feel like, needs to fight a real 135 pounder, and I feel like the one that's making the most noise right now is Keyshawn, the businessman Davis.
So I'm not going to be like everyone else and ask you about your good friend Shakur fighting him.
Right.
But he does want that fight too. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. He's talked about he wants. So how does that work between you two? You're both going for the same guy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like honest with you. Like, I'm not chasing Tank. I don't care about Tank for real. I'm 13-0. Like, in the world, a lot of the world know me, you know, and that ain't come from me fighting names. That came from me kicking ass and taking names and taking belts. So literally, only thing I had to do is keep doing what I'm doing. A Gervonta Tank, me not fighting him is not gonna stop me continuing going to the top. Real talk. So I'm not chasing Tank. Let's put that out there. F Tank, for real. Tank know I want to fight him. His coach know I want to fight him. The boxing world know I want to fight him. The question is, do Tank have the balls to fight me? So next time one of y'all, somebody interviewing him, ask him that question. Do you have the balls to fight Keyshawn? Do you want to fight Keyshawn? Why don't you want to fight Keyshawn? Why do you want to fight Keyshawn? Ask him those questions. Don't ask me, because I will fight anybody. And it ain't about.
Regarding Tank's retirement remarks, Eddie Hearn has reiterated his belief that Davis still has too many boxing possibilities. Hearn thinks that it would be a mistake to leave now, since Tank's legacy might still be defined by significant battles. He thinks Davis ought to seize his current status as one of the best athletes in the world sooner rather than later. Hearn contends that doing so would leave too many unanswered questions and unfinished business in the sport.
Stephen Espinoza alluded to on Tuesday that he tried to get a fight with Shakur. Was there any talks with Shakur and Tank getting in there?
No, I didn't. I mean, look, we've just been working with him recently, so I don't know how far back any conversations go. But for us, you know, the plan was always for Shakur to fight in December and then Zepeda. Shakur got injured, couldn't fight in December. Now he moves forward. Zepeda got injured, so now we're going to fight Schofield, then we'll fight Zepeda, and then hopefully we fight Tank. I mean, that's the fight. I think that's one of the biggest fights.
What's your thoughts on him talking about he's going to retire?
Everyone's entitled to do what makes them happy. Do you know what I mean? If the hunger goes, sometimes that's the right thing to do. But, you know, for me, Tank is an extraordinary talent. He's a massive star. There's still plenty of big fights for him. And, you know, Lamont Roach is a good fight. Like, I know that not a lot of people have heard of Lamont Roach, but he's a good fighter.
Lastly, for me, another fighter that you're promoting, world champion Jaron Ennis. I know it's been little bits of.
Realistically, how much longer do you see yourself being a fighter? How many more years you think?
It depends. I got some people I want to get.
Like who?
I don't want to say their names, but
just say yes or no. Haney?
Yes.
Lomachenko?
Yes.
Teofimo?
Yes. Not really so much Teofimo.
Not so much.
Nah.
How come?
Cause it's like, I don't know. Just he ain't really like. I mean, if the fight like prevents itself, then yeah. But other than that,
he's not on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my. He's not.
Kambosos? No. Is there anyone I'm missing, or is that it?
Yeah, but I don't want to say his name.
Shakur?
Yeah.
That's another one.